Hello, everyone. This is time for episode 279. We are late. I'll admit that we are so late to talk about this. But this is a review. The predictions was already dropped. My God, was I kind of wrong on the predictions? What am I talking about? I'm talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion review. You guys already know. Where there's wrestling, where there's a podcast, there is talk for glory. So, as your host, and then before, I'm here to bring you the Dominion reviews. Oh, that's a weird change. So, I'm just gonna say this for the most part. When it comes to this show, when it comes to Dominions, they've been very confusing, and I want to say probably since 2022. Yeah, since 2022, 2023. I want to say Dominions have left me thinking, what the F did I just see? And this was no different. It was better than last year's. It was better than last year's, I can say that. And it was better than the year before's. You know, I'm not starting it off by saying this match didn't suck. But, yeah, what the hell did I just see? But you guys already know. I'm here to talk about the matches. I'm here to talk about the graps. So let's start us off with the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. El Desperado versus Mystico. This match went 8 minutes, guys. I'm kind of pissed about that. The match was good. They commentary basically said that Mystico was injured. So, Despy being, the limb targeter tactician he wasn't trying to draw out a match with Mystico. Everybody knows Mystico is him, especially in Mexico. And Despy, again, like I said for predictions, that because he didn't win Best of Super Juniors, he had to give myself, and then before from Talk for Glory, and others from other podcasts reasons to put him down for Superstar of the Year candidate. And so in 8 minutes or less, Despy put on a limb targeting classic that kind of just made me go, I need to see this again. Not because it was bad, but because I felt as though they weren't like fully done. Like they just started to get the crowd and then it was over. And I do hate that. I genuinely do hate that. So, hey, how about this? Let's run back El Desperado versus Mystico, 30 minutes in Arena Mexico and CMLL. I mean, Despy's not doing anything. He's not heavyweight. He's not doing the G1. So, yeah, put El Desperado in CMLL. And that's actually a great idea. Let's run Despy and Mystico defending the junior tag titles in CMLL for a bit. Would you guys like to see that? But be all and end all, this match was pretty fun. It was short, but it was fun. I liked it. I want to see a round two, whether it be in America, whether it be in Japan, whether it be in Mexico. Doesn't really matter to me. What's up? I just saw that message. But yeah, congrats to El Desperado on getting this win. What does he do after this? I don't know. Maybe go join a faction of people that like to sing to the ring or something. Something crazy. Who knows? Now next match, I really don't got much to say. It is for the never openweight championship match. It is for the never openweight championship. It is defending champion Ren Narita versus Aaron Wolf. New Japan Pro Wrestling Olympian. Wrestler and Olympian. Yeah, there's not much I can say about this match. It was a House of Torture match. Thank God the belt is off of Ren Narita. Now, can we get back to the hard-hitting style that is the never openweight championship? I'm tired of the interferences. I'm tired of the weapons. I'm tired of all of that. Ren Narita is out here winning TV titles, never six-man titles. And, I know he's good. That's the thing. I know he's good. I know that Ren Narita is a good wrestler. But being in House of Torture only paints one narrative that I can't deny, and that's that he sucks. And honestly, if that's the reality, if Ren Narita just truly does suck, let it be known. But let it be known with him outside of House of Torture. Because the same way that people were crying and complaining, whoa, that's weird. Got an audio notification. Hey guys, let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I will wait 30 seconds before my next sentence. Hey Al, can you hear me loud and clear? All right, thank you. That was weird. But if Ren Narita truly does suck, let it be known outside of House of Torture. Because I am tired of Yujiro, and I am tired of Kanemaru, and I am tired of Dick Togo, and I'm tired of everybody in House of Torture. Put on a fucking match. Please. But hey, Aaron Wolf's got the belt back. So now, if we need to start throwing hands, give me Aaron Wolf versus Hinare. Give me Aaron Wolf versus Goto. Give me Aaron Wolf versus Despy. Give me Aaron Wolf versus everyone that can throw hands. Because I want this title to go back to the anyone can get it championship. As in, fuck it, let's brawl. And I'm still pushing the agenda that if some way, somehow, New Japan and WWE were to literally do not even 24 hours, a 5-hour partnership, I promise you Sheamus would win the Never title. I just know it. I know the Never title will go between Drew and Sheamus, and then we'll put them in the G1. But yeah, thank God the belt's back on Aaron Wolf. Now let's put on some real wrestling. All right, next match to be talking about. And thank you, God, this is the last House of Torture match I'm going to be talking about. It is defending champion. Actually, not even fucking defending. Like, this dude just chooses one not to wrestle, and fuck that. But it's champion Doki versus Best of Super Juniors winner Yo. Give me a moment as I'm still reeling from that. Yo, what a Best of Super Juniors? No, seriously, like, Yo won? Not Robbie? Not Ishimori? Not Nick Wayne? Not Kosei? Not Akira? Yo won. Yo won Best of Super Juniors. I'll be damned. Not Watto? Okay, now I'm done. This was a match. I'm not going to say it was bad, but it genuinely does piss me off that Yo put in more of an effort for Best of Super Juniors finals than he did this junior title match. Like, I was so invested in Kosei versus Yo more than this match. And it sucks because I know Doki's nice. Like, I don't know. Maybe Yo unloaded the clip all on Kosei. So he just like he coasted through the match with Doki. But I don't know, just like this match wasn't it. It didn't suck. It was just like even the crowd felt more lively for Best of Super Juniors finals. And it's like that's not always the case. Like, you know, I think who was it last year? Let me see. I'm trying to remember who was last year's winner. Either last year's winner. Wait, last year was 2025. So last year's winner was, I think it was Despy. But like, yeah, like Despy versus Ishimori in the finals, and then Despy versus whoever the hell was champion because I forgot it. Like, I know that wasn't a bad match, but this match, it just was like come and go. Like I'll be honest, guys. I'll pull the curtain back for whenever we do Talk for Glory awards. This match is not hitting the Talk for Glory best matches catalog, and you guys know that thank you Fujita won last year, and there we go. Despy won 2024, and I believe that was the first time the finals was at Dominion. But yeah, I am glad that Yo has the belt. Yo is now a junior heavyweight Grand Slam, and I really do hope that now that he has the belt, Yo can finally show that, hey, I am not the Marty Jannetty of Roppongi 3K. I hope that we can start talking about Yo the single star instead of, well, here comes another junior tag league where he finally, he balls out. He finally gets to show that he's like that. I hope single star Yo gets the recognition that he deserves. But yeah, congrats. Fuck House of Torture, and on to the next match. Fucking finally, and this is gonna be crazy. I'm actually excited to talk about a Sonata match. And Sonata sucks. I know that was unnecessary, but I just had to get that off my chest. But all right, here comes the long intros, and God, I haven't done one of these in a while. For the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Championship, it is going through a crisis, going through an identity crisis, going through a phase. I don't know if he remembers he's an LIJ. Maybe he's in Just Five Guys. Maybe he's a war dog, or maybe he's a part of a house that tortures people. Don't know, don't care. Emotionless Sonata. Stoicism where it fails. Versus representing AEW, representing DDT, representing New Japan. And that man did a Tej appearance this year. He is the newly crowned, well, not newly, it's been about like a month or so, but he is still the new AEW International Champion, defending New Japan Pro Wrestling Television Champion, and he is the 2025 Top for Glory Superstar of the Year, Z Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. There we go. He's just there we go. Sonata's a faction whore. I keep forgetting that's the nickname I give him. But so this match was good. This match was literally 10 minutes, and I was just so fine with it. It was like Sonata just literally just made it to good instead of just coasting. And Takeshita, for some reason, keeps balling out. Speaking of balling out, the G1 got announced, guys. I am so excited for that, but this is not G1 predictions, so I have to wait. But yeah, this match was awesome. Sonata, like, for the first 5 minutes, not 5, like, first 3 minutes, he fights like a babyface, and then the following 3 minutes, he plays like a heel, and then he, like, does a tweener. So it's like, is he going to play dirty? Is he going to go honorable? Is he getting desperate? All of these things. But no matter the crisis, no matter the identity, no matter the move, Konosuke Takeshita shows why he is double champed, Top for Glory Superstar of the Year, and still television champion. And I guess in this case, the defending G1 winner. Now, what happens after this? Hey guys, there's a pay-per-view not too long from now, and Takeshita is a champion of both brands and both shows. So just throwing this out there. How about you have Takeshita defend the TV title at Forbidden Door? Or how about you have him defend the international? Like, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? The guy that's multi-contracted defending one of the belts on your show that's basically for people that are signed to one show or the other. Yeah, let's have hell, I'm okay if Takeshita defends both belts. How would you guys feel about Takeshita defending the New Japan Pro Wrestling Television Championship in the AEW International Championship? And it can go something like one person from AEW and one person from New Japan in a kind of triple threat deal. That would be honestly awesome. But again, we're talking the Dominion. The Alpha retains. All right, now time to talk about. Damn it, this was close. This was really close because honestly, this might have been like the best match. But it is for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. It is Streets of Rage, All Mana, True Fighting Spirit, Henare, and his tag team partner, the Hero, the Protector, the GOAT, the only Khan that matters, the GOAT Okan, representing the United Empire. So crowns up, baby. Versus representing Unbound Company. That's still a stupid. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not saying Unbound Company for these guys. The Knockout Brothers, Oscar and Yuto Ice. Okay, so here's the thing. I like this match. I did. But somewhere in the final 5 to 10 minutes, not 5 to 10, but like 5 to 7 or 8 minutes, this turned into a singles match between Yuto Ice and Henare. Which is awesome because Henare and Yuto can ball. But there were so many times where like Oscar had to come and pick up Yuto and go, come on, let's go, let's go. Like, Oscar, you 7-foot bastard. I've already seen a 7-footer fumble. Thankfully, he wasn't on the right team. But Oscar, if you do not fucking launch Yuto Ice into your corner and self-tag and tag yourself in, please. But, oh man, sorry. I just like got a chuckle out of myself. You 7-foot bastard. But Oscar, for some reason, thought, fuck it, Yuto Ice got this. No, he did not got this. I like the fact that Henare was like, fuck it, we ball. And they're just slap boxing. They're punching. They're kicking. Maybe it was Al, but fucking hell. I love, like, you know what, screw this. Give me Henare versus Yuto Ice singles match for a singles title. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but one way or another, we are going to get Henare versus Yuto Ice for like a singles title. But Oscar was amazing. Goat Okan did what Goat Okan does. Um, I just want you to know, you typing that out alone has blown out Kevin Nash's knee, so I don't gotta say shit about him. But yeah, Okan and Oscar were just brawling it out, and it kind of makes me want there to be like tornado tag IWGP heavyweight tag title defenses. I kind of want that now, just because like there's so much to do, and there's so many people brawling out. Like, yeah, just make it a tornado tag. But Henare being the GOAT and Goat Okan being the GOAT, if memory serves right now, I believe Okan has now won the tag titles with Cobb, I think Callum, and now Henare. Or maybe I'm thinking of Jeff Cobb winning with Callum, Henare, and Okan. Either or. All I know is the GOAT Okan is the tag Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Al, how do I sound right now? Loud and clear. Good to go. What's up? Wait the 30 seconds. Thank you. Okay, now I lost my train of thought, so I'm just going to start back what I was saying. Um, not only are Hinare, not only are Hinare, Okan, and Billy Goat Ospreay the never six-man tag team champions, but the Goat Okan, Hinare are now the new IWGP heavyweight tag team champions, pushing the agenda, pushing the goal that maybe, just maybe, United Empire might be tag team faction of the year. So keep your eyes so close for December because the talks, they're flowing and the talks are loud. Yes, Knockout Brothers definitely do have a place. They definitely do have a spot. But how do you know you're the best without the gold? But who has the gold now? The gold belongs to the Empire. Crown's up. But now time to talk about, honestly, like this might be like the best match to me. Not even gonna bullshit you. It is for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. It is Challenger 1. No longer junior heavyweight. He was always faking it. Drilla Maloney versus, is it finally his time? I don't even know what the F he is anymore. I know he's registered as his kid. I think Mox has abandoned him. He's not a Death Rider for sure. It is Shota Umino. And then representing United Empire. Wait, time out. Let me read this out loud. Representing United Empire and the Don Callis family. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck we do that. Andrade El Idolo. This match fucking slapped. I loved it. Like, I know Shota's good. Andrade is amazing. And Drilla is awesome. And the crowd. I always say in wrestling, the crowd makes the match. They really made it. I love the fact that when Andrade was picking up the pace, when he was showing that, oh yeah, maybe I might win this, the crowd would, like, they were kind of tiptoeing around. Maybe he might win, maybe he might lose, someone else can win. And then when the Driller finally, hits his moves, this dude's balling out. Driller, you could just hear the crowd be so for Driller, and I loved it because, like, jokes aside, genuine jokes aside. Like, no, like, he should have been a heavyweight. He was faking junior heavyweights, all that stuff. Let me pause that real quick. I have been a fan of Drilla Maloney pre-Bullet Club. So, like, the moment he joined United Empire. So, to hear the crowd, like, be behind him, I love it. And I kind of was under the impression that, like, a babyface Drilla would be boring. But, God, I was wrong. Also, another dude that should be at Forbidden Door. Why isn't the Drilla at Forbidden Door? I know the match card hasn't been placed yet, but I'm just saying we should probably get a War Dog reunion. But it's okay. Shit happens. But another thing I like in this match is the fact that it's never like clear cut, like who's winning this. Honestly, I thought there were so many times where Andrade had hit, I think it's called the DM. Like, he hits the DM, Shota hits, I think it's his new finisher. I didn't remember what his original finisher was. And then, you got Drilla over here hitting the Drilla Killer, which, to my knowledge, I still think nobody has ever kicked out of it. Which, good way to protect it. I still think that this is. I talked to some friends about this, but I prefer this triple threat match between Umino, Drilla, and Andrade over the Cody, Kenny, Ibushi triple threat match. That sounds crazy, but yeah, I just had more fun with this one. And the end result where Shota Umino pins the champion, 1, 2, 3, new champion, pinning Andrade Alilo. I guess the question to how you know was we didn't. We didn't know. We didn't know that Andrade would be losing the belt. And that's what sucks. Because I liked him with the belt. You know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, the Empire won some gold. They lost some gold. It's okay. Things will be made right in the future. But after this match, Gabe Kidd is back. Again. Like, again. And I've already said this in the group chat with a couple of my buddies. But Gabe Kidd is like that one guy that graduated high school and then he keeps coming back like every like 3 months. And I just need him to leave New Japan alone. Like, bro, you just left in like March or April. And can you just like be an AEW guy? Like, you are still like fresh. Like, you are still like fresh a New Japan guy to me. Like, Ospreay was gone from New Japan for like 2-3 years. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's an AEW guy right now. Like, to me, he's New Japan AEW guy. Okada, New Japan AEW guy. Who else can I fucking think of like off the top of my head? Hell, Mina Shirakawa is still Stardom AEW to me. But you are fresh New Japan, bro. Leave New Japan alone. And if you guys have been like paying attention on Twitter, you guys will know like Shota Umino cooked him. Like, there was nothing Gabe can say after this. When Umino said, "Dude, are you really?" There we go. Al, you remind me that Takesha is New Japan DT AEW. Fucking Gabe is still New Japan guy to me. But yeah, Umino cooked him. Dude literally said, "Bro, have you literally done jack shit in New Japan? You had to come back already?" And Gabe, respectfully, actually disrespectfully, holding the trios tag titles for a smoke break's length ain't shit. So again, he's that guy from high school that won't leave high school alone. He found out what the real world is like and went back to high school. But again, Gabe Kidd, leave New Japan alone, bro. Like, they don't need you here. To be honest, you were like maybe like top 5, maybe top 7 best Gaijins. But yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll get Umino in it. And yeah. We'll get Umino and Gabe Kidd. I know that we are getting Pac versus Shota Umino for Forbidden Door, so that'll be great. And before I move on to main event, I just got, I guess, one last thing about Gabe Kidd. Are you a fucking Death Rider or a War Dog, man? Because if you're a Death Rider, you deserve a shillelagh to the neck. If you're a War Dog, stop jacking Death Riders. All right. Now, that was everything I've said. Congratulations, new champ, Shota Umino. You finally won a belt after 19 attempts. Let's see what you do with the belt. Now we're about to hit the main event, guys. So I want to thank everyone that will be listening to this, everyone that has been listening to this. The next videos that should be coming from Talk for Glory should be Forbidden Door and Night of Champions. So keep those notifications on. But for right now, what you guys can do is, you guys already know what I'm going to say. But you guys make sure to follow the socials going up in 3, 2, bam. You guys already know. Follow myself and Young Smoove TFG on our Twitters at Young Smoove TFG and Enigma _B4_. Make sure to follow our Twitches at Enigma _B4_ Smoove A1 and XO Young Tachi 98 XO. And then if you guys are gamers, add us on Xbox at Enigma V4, Smoove A1, and Young Tachi 98. And we're not just here on YouTube, guys. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, because you already know where there's a podcast, there is Talk for Glory. And I know, guys, there is a Stardom show coming. And I should probably do predictions on that. So keep a close eye out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts for Stardom the Conversion predictions. As you know, I gotta talk about that show. That pay-per-view holds a special place in my heart, whether it be good or bad. But now we're about to hit the main event. So for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, the best looking championship in wrestling, defending champion, the youngest champion, the youngest IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, the youngest New Japan Cup winner, I think, the youngest IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the leader of the United Empire, make way, kiss the crown, Callum Newman versus Gene Blaster, anti-AEW. It's fuck WWE, fuck AEW, Shinihon Ichiban, because totally Tsuji said that. Actually, it's just fuck AEW, really. But it is Yoda Tsuji. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I need Yoda Tsuji to just make the curb stomp his finisher, because the way this man just delivers it, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. And Callum, I like Callum Newman now. I like the fact that he's starting to find his own identity, and he's not saying these crazy outlandish things like no one can outspeed him, no one's more high speed than him, or shit like that. And I get it. Now you're just kind of being like, I'm not Will Ospreay, and I respect that. You're trying to find your own identity. Now, just if you can win the big ones, that would be great. I think in this match, Callum tried to have a more honorable match, and it kind of costed him the title, which sucks. But Tsuji also unveiled a new move called the Fire Blaster, where it's basically a tackle into a Saito suplex, but it looks like a spear twister. And in this match, I think that Callum trying to like mix the two styles of high speed, high fly, and grounded work was honestly too much for him. Because I think if he would have went for a more aerial approach, I think he would have had it. Because Newman's style is starting to become less high fly, more grounded work. And it's a slow transition. It's kind of like how when Ospreay was like bulking up for heavyweight in 2021, 2022. And like for a while, like he was like just hitting people with his goddamn forearm and his elbow. He was hitting like the Chelsea grin, and he was hitting the hidden blade from the back of the head and things of that nature. And I think Newman is slowly starting to develop that grounded style as well. Unfortunately, injuries happen. I don't know how he got injured, where he got injured. All I know is that Callum Newman is now injured. But we do have a new IWGP heavyweight champion in Yoda Tsuji. The belt is back on the Japanese. And apparently Tsuji's not defending that belt. He's not defending the heavyweight title at Forbidden Door. How do you guys feel about that? You guys let me know. How do you guys feel about Yoda Tsuji potentially not defending the IWGP heavyweight championship at Forbidden Door? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Like, what would you guys do differently? Do you guys think that well, here's the thing. One moment. Okay. So here's what I had thought of when I first saw the whole Tsuji discourse stuff. And it is, should next year's Forbidden Door be in Japan? How would you guys feel about Forbidden Door being in Japan next year? Maybe that might give a focus towards the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. You know, maybe instead of doing it in America, we do it in Japan. And hell, you even the ring looks a little bit more the cerulean blue. But yeah, I'm mixed about the whole like Tsuji not defending his belt at Forbidden Door. I like it because it's like, again, Tsuji is anti AEW. I respect that. I respect that he stands for, you know, we're kind of getting the raw end of the deal here. We're getting the shit end of the stick, and a way to say no is I'm not defending my belt on your show. Now, if that continues, cool, great, good for you, Tsuji. You know, stick to your guns. Because I know that a couple people are feeling different. Like Ospreay saying one thing, Goto saying another. And I'm just going to say this about Will Ospreay real quick, complaining about Tsuji not defending the belt. Bro, you're in the Owen Cup Heart Finals. Focus on Swerve, bro. And Goto, I don't really got much to say about Goto. He's kind of a god right now. But to everyone that has a problem with Tsuji not wanting to defend the belt, how about this? How about you beat Tsuji for the belt, and then you defend it at Forbidden Door? But yeah, that's kind of my take on this. Congratulations, our new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Yota Tsuji, 2 times. First, he saved us from AEW in January, and now he has saved us from Callum Newman. 6 months later, does his name go in Wrestler of the Year candidates? Absolutely. If I had to tell you who was my Wrestler of the Year so far, I don't know. But yeah, Wrestler of the Year is another talk that will come in January because, we kind of do top roller Wrestler of the Year in the first week of January. But the ballots, the votes are closed on New Year's Eve. But, Tsuji, double champ, a double champ, match of the year contender multiple times, 2-time IWGP heavyweight champion, banger matches. His name will be in the candidates. Now, will he win it? That is a tough call. But that's a different talk for a different days at a different time. But as of right now, that was everything. That was one sec. That was New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion 2026 review. I know we are super late about this, but life happens, work happens, time happens. But you guys already know. Top for Glory will always make sure to bring you guys the predictions or the reviews or the gameplays. But for right now, what was given was the reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've stretched this out to 40 minutes. This was a pretty decently good show. And I'm looking forward to the next stuff that Top for Glory will be here to bring you. And yeah, that happened as well. That happened as well. Um, if you're a Knicks fan, we're still celebrating. But yeah, I guess I should close this out now. We're hitting the 40-minute mark. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Dominion review. I hope you guys enjoyed Dominion itself. What was your favorite match? What championship win surprised you the most? Did you want new champions? Did you want champions to retain? What matches are you looking forward to towards Forbidden Door? As you know, Top Floor likes to do a lot of talking around Forbidden Door season. Um, well, actually, anything else, I guess, goes on another predictions video. So I guess for now, the only thing to do when it comes to Top Floor is to stay safe, have a great day and or night, because time zones are weird. Touch some grass. Try not to take wrestling that serious because it's not that deep. And most importantly, Enjoy wrestling, guys.